Thanks, thanks, we give you thanks for all you have done in our life. Lord, we are so glad our soul had found rest. Oh Lord, we give you thanks. I say thanks, thanks. We give you thanks for all you have done in our lives. Lord, we are so blessed. Our soul had found rest. Oh Lord, we give you thanks, Daddy. Oh Lord, we give you thanks. Yes, sir, I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon to BIAFRAs and men and women of conscience around the world. As always, this is George ONYIBE, and of course, still on the same matters arising. Of course, issue regarding the Biafra restoration project. It's almost the end of 2022. And honestly, for 2 years, our people, the people of Biafra supposedly, were mesmerized, were cajoled by themselves, reducing them to what I cannot even explain in one terms. But we survived it. We're still paying the price of negligence. But for as far as I can see, if our people fail to heed to instruction, I'm very sure they are not ready for what is coming. I remain George ONYIBE, and of course, I want to thank all of you men and women out there who stood on your ground to defend our land by standing in the path of the truth. Even when in a time where it is unpopular to speak against the atrocities and the perpetrators of such atrocities in our land. And so this evening, I want us to look at a topic I simply titled Addressing the Issue of Insecurity and the need, the reason why it should be prioritized. It should be on the list of our priority. Addressing the issue of insecurity with priority. Those of you from Biafra land today will focus on the South-South region. The issue of insecurity is not there. In fact, you have managed to create a refugee camp for most of the Biafrans from the southeast. Asaba Delta State, I thank you. River State, Port Harcourt, I thank you. And of course, I thank Akwa Ibom and I thank Bayelsa. I thank Lagos State. I thank Abuja. Why am I thanking people in the South-South and of course Lagos and Abuja? Because without this peaceful area, without this quiet state, our brothers and sisters from the Southeast will never see their loved one, even when they manage to enter inside supposedly zoo, Nigeria. Why? Because of insecurity. And we are going to see some reason why looking at the issue of insecurity should be, we have to look at it with priority. You go to many hotels in Lagos State and Abuja, they are all booked down. Why? The people coming from diaspora, when they hear about the issue of insecurity in the southeast, the farther they can go is Asaba. And of course, they lodge in a hotel. They charter a China car and then invite their mother, the ones that are very close to them. They stay in the hotel and, wish this insecurity issue was not there. And I want to believe from tomorrow next, they will start returning home. They never got to their homeland. But just that there is nothing they can do. There's a painful aspect of it. A man who came from Zaria to attend to his two daughters' traditional marriage. All the way from Zaria, just getting to his home in Anambra. He was adopted. I'm not sure he has been released up till now. And I can't actually tell what happened to the marriage that even became the driving force that brought him out. And so I thank those people who has given refugee to our brothers from the southeast. But then we must understand that for there to be relative peace in this area, this is because the wise one and the foolish one are allowed to submit what they can offer to the table. So despite the fact that I may be uneducated, a very big illiterate like me, when I talk to those who are very enlightened in my community, they listen. And when they talk, I listen. We have respect for one another and mutual understanding exists. But somewhere along the line, some lunatic and drug addict jump out from somewhere, whether it is the money they have collected to betray their people that is intoxicating them, I don't understand. But of course, a large number of most of us who are educated from the southeast, some of them lives in America, belong to APES group that speaks for their people, jumped up and down, jumping everywhere, supporting mediocrity, rubbish everywhere. And now look at where we have found ourselves. Two different individuals called me today. And they said, this issue of insecurity, what are you people doing about it? How do you intend to stop it? I said, there are a lot of progressive-minded individuals out there from that very same southeast who are working tirelessly to put an end to this madness introduced in the southeast by Nnamdi Kanu and his family member with those he hired, his associates. They come in different guides. They have now lived up to the expectation, to the name given to them by Nigeria. We canvassed vigorously that IPOB is not a terrorist group. That was them. But you become a very dishonest person if you see the activities within your region and then you say, no, they are freedom fighter. And that makes me to borrow the tweet of one Reverend John, Chineyem John. He said there is a difference between those who are fighting for Biafra restoration and those who are fighting in Biafra land. He said fighting for Biafra restoration requires strategy, and fighting in Biafra land is tragedy, and that is if you can understand. They said they need to put an end to this insecurity. You people should not delay any further. And like I said, Biafrans in the southeast, from the southeast, should not lose hope. I'm here to give you clue, point out the direction and the way out for you. And that is if you will listen. You see, it's going to be very easy for most of you to say, you are not from the southeast, what is your business? My brother, it's my business. As far as when we were talking about Biafra, in inception, genuinely and sincerely, you did not tell me I'm not from the southeast. The same man we came and told you is a sincere man. We found out he's a criminal. Allow us to do our job. You can thank us later. The God of our ancestors, the God of our land will be the judge of us all. That is my happiness. I listened to Soludo New Year or Christmas broadcast of self-denial. He vigorously told Ndi Anambra how they have been fighting the issue of insecurity. He told Ndi Anambra that on a daily basis they are combing every bushes within the Anambra state houses, arresting and persecuting and in most cases killing the hoodlums, Ndi Agburu as he called them. He gave elaborate description on how they have been able to subdue criminal gang in Anambra. Yes, I give it to Soludo. He has tried. Considering the number of unknown gunmen, ESM, IPOB, and all his career freedom fighter and political bandit in Anambra, he tried. But if Soludo tell you Anambra now is the most peaceful region, Soludo lie. This lie will not help Soludo. One of the reasons why we even join agitation for restoration of Biafra is because of lie emanating from the stable of leadership. Because of lies our leader tells us every day. Soludo will be more humble and acceptable when he comes out and tells you, we have tried our best to comb the issue of insecurity, but there is still a lot of work to do. And so I call on you, Ndi Anambra, do not shield your sword. Do not be quiet. Stand by. Let's fight it together until Anambra become a peaceful home that she used to be. I would have loved him. But you see, I call it a broadcast, a press communique of self-denial. He denied all that was well. Soludo has not even put in an effort compared to what David Umahi did. David Umahi fought like a man. He still stands on his ground. Ask China Sanwo-Olu and those people who are going to Ebonyi State. You will see they are not having a feast day. They are not enjoying it. We are looking at the issue of insecurity, why it must be of priority list. The governor of Imo State, Hupus Odema, he is trying honestly, but considering that Imo State is the headquarters of these people trying to destroy the southeast, he is trying. Though somewhere election is around the corner, they can lie, so maybe IPONC will vote for them, but he's trying. Just check half of the organizers, the real perpetrators of this atrocity. Almost 70% of them are from Imo State. Okay, foreign is Imo State. Checking a DOS is from Imo State. Just look at all of them. Austin Abanyem, all of them, Imo State, Imo State, Imo State. And so if you have such number of hoodlums, political bandits within his territory, and he's still able, in fact, people are still in Imo State, moving around and sleeping there, despite the fact they sleep with one hand. He's trying. And then Enugu is not doing anything because they are yet to have their own taste of it. Forget about this Amufu thing they are talking about. They all know the game they played there. Maybe if you don't do anything, it will affect Enugu. And then Anambra is another cabal for the kingpin. Benjamin Madubugu is there. He's even doing broadcast to tell you now they cannot say they want to make peace. Let us make peace. And of course, Soludo, Professor, His Excellency, is fully aware of Benjamin activity in Anambra. There is no noble man or politician in Anambra who don't know that Benjamin Madubugu control a cross-section of unknown gunmen, unquote, ESN they call it. Eastern Security Network. What has it become now? Eastern Security kidnappers or picking pocket or tapiapia? What are they now? Now, these things have very grievous consequences against our people. We're not going to keep quiet about it. We'll continue to appeal to your conscience to make you see what is really going on. You have a choice to make. Asaba really boomed this December. Everywhere is bubbling. All the money that would have been spent in Anambra, they are spending it right there in Delta State. This is the same thing that happened to Delta State some time ago. They took the path of violence, terrorized all the oil company, multinational company within the region, and then those companies prepared. And in a single day, all of them left Warri. They moved to River State. Today, despite the the visible project they have on ground, Delta State will be as poor as any other poorest state in Nigeria. I think they learn more there. River State almost took the same path, but I think they were able to come to their senses on time. And then Anambra of enlightened people, a state I should say produced more than 30 or 25% of academians this country has ever known, cannot allow themselves to be ridiculed by one Nnamdi Kanu who couldn't even finish his secondary school, and one Benjamin Madubugu who did not even go to school. But that is for you. Now, let us look at that issue of insecurity to be able to understand what the mess we are in, and then the road we must follow. I would start by playing some of Simeon Ekpa broadcast regarding some aspect of this insecurity. Let us see if we can be able to learn one or two things there. Let's see if the audio, if it will be audible enough for you to hear.
This particular man that
now let's listen.
Listen to. I want this particular man that I play his voice to listen to somebody the same day they are complaining. Now
now, I know now bossing and Danny, and I tell you what trip and a bull school, a woman school line, and then when we hold like Naka Gilu saw Nina, who for them came by and at our phone, I can the DOS. I am waiting Lolo.
Are you hearing it? Since the time that we are suffering in the hand of the DOS criminals, they don't have anything in their hand to work with. This man is complaining. Now saying, and you hear them talking.
And when you see when you're not commanded, no, not to Ryansi. Now, no, someone ever kept a series on audio.
Okay, the person that is commanding this group is telling them that you don't need to follow Simon Ekpa, that they must follow the criminals in DOS. Now, today, all of them are running up and down, looking for how to get contact to the autopilot. I want everybody to listen.
I am not there on one. So yesterday come for broadcast.
Let's go forward.
He no longer stays in camp. Why would you go and deviate? Sow your hand in evil. It's a disgrace. But, I cannot watch Malcolm's end there. All of them have the opportunity now to repent, including Sapele. You have the opportunity to repent. That's Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait. You are going to be disappointed at the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the day, all we to are is a so, for the very first time today, I am talking to Sapele.
Now, I will have to stop it there, but at least I want you to have a clue of what we are saying. This is Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu disciple, and we are trying to address the issue of insecurity. If you check around, you will see there is nowhere they commit any crime in the southeast. You hear Chinasa Nworu. You will hear about autopilot. You will hear about other criminal groups. But if you listen to few areas of Simeon Ekpa broadcast I allowed to play, there are certain things I need you to pick out. We first of all look at the origin of this insecurity. It's almost 2 years since we came up openly. And what escalated the issue in IPOB that led to the expulsion of George ONYIBE, most of them are tied to the issue of deception, which led to insecurity. First of all, in 2018, it became very clear that something was not right. With the formation of BSS, with over 5 different commanders across the world, it shows something was wrong. We have the volunteer who have disintegrated into fashion. We know the situation was going to get worse. We have other groups who feel they have roles to play. And so you have security outfits in the name of BIAFRA, more than 30 different gangs. But the danger is that they don't agree with each other. The volunteer is controlled by Nnamdi Kanu, and they want to be the head. They will not allow any other group to even show their presence anywhere. They want to be in charge. You can see such character being exhibited by Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu don't want rival. Everybody must be under him. As a result of this, certain individuals from across the world started creating their own security group. Under BSS alone, you have more than 6 different groups with different commanders. They compromised a lot of our people. They gave them gun. And then, issue of threat raised up. Benjamin Madubugu recruited Obase of Lion Squad. We had this rumor then that the essence of Lion Squad existing was because Benjamin Madubugu believed that one day Nnamdi Kanu was going to betray, and he was going to come for all of them as he's trying to do now. So he built his Lion Squad. Nnamdi Kanu never knew Lion Squad was not working anywhere near protecting the interest of him or Biafrans. I think maybe that is, he discovered lately, that is why Obase was sold out. So Lion Squad was simply Benjamin killing squad. Chinasa Nworu knew he's not safe if Benjamin have absolute control of the Lion Squad. So what did he do? He didn't create this mess in Abia State, where he claimed to come from. He moved to Ebonyi and formed Dead Man Walking, a very deadly group who have killed many Ebonyans and committed atrocity across Southeast. The Dead Man Walking were Chinasa Nworu personal armed group on ground. Chike Doziem now formed his own. Nnamdi Kanu now formed his own special elite, headed by our brother Justice Ude. But as we speak today, all the people who are agitating for Biafra under different umbrella have their own Eastern Security Network, aka unknown gunmen. This is not because they want to protect you, Ndi Igbo, but this is because they want to protect themselves. They knew that their lie will not be hidden for a very long time, and so somewhere along the line, they will need people to protect them. I'm coming. I am not in a hurry in this broadcast, and I will advise you, encourage you to be patient. As we speak today, even, what do they call his name? Is it Blessed Child, one of the Kano social media warrior, married to ONYIBE, born ONYIBE child, even have his own Eastern Security group here in Biafra land. Even in Iruago, your broadcaster, the wig seller, he still have his own security group. Everybody have their security group. Now, understand, they are not fighting to protect you, Ndi Igbo. They are building their own security outfit to protect themselves from themselves. Now, going back to 2018. When we notice all these things going on, we know our people were not safe any longer. I try to push this danger of criminal gang growing up in our land to Nnamdi Kanu. He warned me seriously. He said, ONYIBE, any issue concerning security, don't get involved. I don't want you to get involved. Nnamdi Kanu, wherever you are, I thank you. That advice has saved me very much. And so I moved back. But I see everything they do on ground. I knew it was wrong. I knew it's not going to lead us anywhere. I knew how all these things function. But what I did not know was that these people were just political bandits, not freedom fighter. I'm not asking you to believe, but I'm asking you to fasten your seatbelts and watch them disgrace themselves, because they have soiled their hand with the blood of our people. Innocent people, for that matter. And so security group begin to grow, which is leading to fraction in IPOB. Ask yourself, where is Amos of Imo State? Where is General Hellfire? Where is General Amimo? Where is Ojuku Petron? Where is Agune Chamber, director of one department? Where are all of them? Where is Akowara? Where are all of them? And while they were creating this mess, including Nnamdi Kanu, it's Asaba they used to run it. All those time Nnamdi Kanu were broadcasting and yapping, he used to hide in Asaba. Now, this is one danger you should know. For instance, Nigerian and the British government decide to allow Biafrans to go. This will be the problem or the avenue through which Biafrans will rip themselves apart. Because they are going to claim supremacy. Most of you will die, and Nnamdi Kanu is the one who fought for our freedom, so he's going to be in charge. Blessed Child, China Sanwo-Olu, Benjamin Madubugu, Chike Doziem, and other touts, Simeon Ekpa, all of them are going to fight for their own share of the bounty. What is the bounty? Biafra land. They are going to kill themselves. They are going to fight themselves. We are going to be involved in one civil war to another, one civil war to another, until eventually the prophecy of Nnamdi Kanu will come true. We will be worse than Somalia. No, just imagine in the land of Biafra, where these criminals managed by freedom fighters are unleashed against the innocent population without recognition from within the international community. Just think about what will happen. And then British government will cross their leg, drink wine, and then observe us. BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, and all that international newspaper, they will make more money because they will produce films from such environment. And so the issue of insecurity started growing. Now the Kano at that stage look for ways to comb this matter. But that man have a lot of things wrong with him, honestly. And so he decided to investigate, to invest in that matter and cash out its benefit as usual. They descended on BSS. They fought Agony Chamber. They fought Agony Chamber. One young man from Ihiala is in diaspora. And then almost the time they were making threat to destroy Agony Chamber, they discovered the other commander more deadlier than Agony Chamber. So they have to rethink. We have come to a stage where nobody knows who is who. The war between the volunteers and the BSS was unimaginable, because their loyalty does not lie to Nnamdi Kanu. So what happened? That was when the service of Akowara was needed. Akowara is an elderly man. Akowara is a liberal man. Akowara can penetrate any system. He has a soft way of influencing and getting your attention. He's a progressive-minded individual, very proactive member of IPOB, very kind. He's also from Imo State. I thank Imo people for how they support issues that concern Ndi Igbo. But Ndi Imo, do not allow the criminal-minded ones among you to destroy your image. I have had a regard for Imo State people anyway. Let's continue. So Akowara moved underground, mobilized all the volunteers from different angles. Little did he know that Nnamdi Kanu have sold him out. In most cases, they ask you to do something with your money. They will tell you they will give you later. But later on, they're going to mess you up. Most especially when you are on their list to be destroyed. I don't know why they do that. Let me digress a little bit. There were times we were planning to write a petition against Nigeria. And this was trying to look at the Yoruba constitutional amendment of, is it 1993? I can't remember clearly. Karumonde was directed by Nnamdi Kanu to sort for such document from me, which actually cost me money before I could get the extraction of such a constitution. It's supposed to be classified document. And I sent to Karumonde. I spent almost 20-something thousand naira to send it through DHL courier services to her. Till today, IPOB didn't give me that money. And I know trying to ask for that money is going to cause problem. So Karumonde, a British woman, is fighting for Biafra freedom, following them to do criminal. So Nnamdi Kanu will not pay you. Akowara, having done his job, went to Nnamdi Kanu. He does not report to Nnamdi Kanu direct. He reported to Benjamin Madubugu and China Sanworu and told them the job is done. They are all together now. And they confirmed that Akowara was able to unite all the volunteers. He is not a violent man. Akowara is not a kidnapper. He has his charm. His charm is that he can get your attention when he wants. So he now hand over this group to Benjamin Madubugu. Benjamin Madubugu and China Sanworu know how they did to this group. And then they stop picking Akowara's call. When Benjamin Madubugu stopped communicating to Akowara, they start avoiding him because they want to set him up. Akowara start contacting China Sanworu. China Sanworu, knowing the game, start avoiding Akowara. Akowara thought Nnamdi Kanu is the angel and he went to Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm sure we all have not forgotten how we ended. Nnamdi Kanu came on radio and told the whole world that Akwara is a kidnapper. Why? Is it because he united them? No. It is because after uniting them, Nnamdi Kanu asked him to use a cross-section of those kidnappers to kill a cross-section of those kidnappers. I'm talking about the Eastern Security Network. Unknown gunmen. They are just criminals. If you like, understand. If you don't like, don't understand. The more there is even problem in the southeast, very soon Asaba Hotel will be filled up. The next place you're going to come is Umunede or maybe Orogodo. We will be happy. So if you like, get sense. If you don't like sense, whether any idiot on my platform insulting me, come and insult me. But we have a mission here, and that is to put an end to this evil. So Akwara refused to kill them. He became a threat to Nnamdi Kanu. And so Nnamdi Kanu came on radio and told you that Basil Akwara is a kidnapper. That Ruby Matthew is a kidnapper. That Onwukwe Nwanze, they are kidnapper. Maybe you have forgotten. He gave her their house address on radio. Onwukwe Nwanze ran for his life that night. Ruby Matthew ran for his life that night. And then Basil Akwara is a family man. He's not running anywhere. He left an audio of what he felt will happen, which eventually happened to him. That night, after Nnamdi Kanu broadcast, he was arrested. Till today, nobody knows his whereabouts. So say, it's not Nnamdi Kanu, it's not Nnamdi Kanu. How Nnamdi Kanu's sister works in the Nigerian police, give them intel how to get everybody, is what I don't know. So you IPOB member, you run paro within Nnamdi Kanu's sister, you'll be roasted in a week. Go and look at all the people they used to want to blackmail me and Kenneth Ogane in the office of Barrister Jofo, the Northern Coordinator. Go and look at all of them. They are in DSS dungeon now. They will remove them, they will blackmail them. They will remove them, they will blackmail them. Why? To cover their lie. And now, having dealt with Akwara, and then before I continue, Onwukwe Nwanze and Ruby Matthew, I was supposed to call you before now to inform you. You need to review the people around you, both of you. Because the dream I have about both of you about 4 days ago is not a good one. But I'm praying about it. Both of your face was shown to me. Onwukwe Nwanze and Ruby Matthew, look at the people, the group of people around you now. This year, there is need for you to move away from anybody who is your friend, who has been member of IPOB before now. Give them gap. Something is really fishing. Or you can be rest assured, I did pray for both of you. So at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu gone rogue. He now knew that the only way to survive is to build security outfit. Why will he build security outfit? Now, let's look at Onwukwe Nwanze and Ruby Matthew. Ruby Matthew is a media personnel covering the activities of volunteers. They know he will not compromise his information. He became a target. Onwukwe Nwanze is one coordinator who insists on saying the truth, no matter what. They can't have such persons with them. Where is it Silas they call him? Where is Silas? Utimbu of Anambra State Coordinator. Where are all of them? They told lie against their own people just to get the attention of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu use all of you and dump all of you. We know how it functions. And then we come back to the DOS. We start watching the activity of Nnamdi Kanu. Politicians who get involved in what he's doing. Nnamdi Kanu start creating armed group. They start killing people. You see, what I don't understand is some people knew who Nnamdi Kanu is. They are still on Facebook. I challenge Mazi Umeji to come on Facebook and give a broadcast or go to Radio Biafra and tell us what almost took his life in Republic of Benin. If I look at Umeji, Chinedu Umeji from Enugu, who was the Western rep then, West African rep then, under me in IPOB, still coming to post Nnamdi Kanu is a savior. I know that to save Igbo man from this hopelessness is not going to be easy. IPOB attacked this guy. He was on his motorbike going to work in Benin Republic. Because he was supporting the truth, he was telling the DOS that they are lying against me, because all of them under my jurisdiction know that every allegation and attack against me was not right. Audio Guinea you see today fall out against them because he was in charge of South Africa. The other two are pretending, but though they don't want trouble anyway. Chinedu Umeji was hit down. They thought he was dead and they abandoned him. He was in coma more than 3 months. His people knew what happened to him. But you know what IPOB will do is, when they finish dealing with you, they send some people to calm you, don't say anything, don't worry, when Biafra come, we do like this. Who told you Biafra is going to come under this criminality? So maybe they got to him. Because when Nnamdi Kanu finished messing me up, he creates some group to be broadcasting as he dey hot, as he dey pepper, George ONYIBE exposed. Then he creates some group to tell me to avoid Uchemefo, that Uchemefo is evil. He creates some group to tell me they will give me platform to broadcast. He creates some group to be begging me to cool down. Another group to be threatening me that they are going to kill me, destroy this one. You know, different group. Some member of Nigerian DSS was even calling me, about 3 of them, because Thunder will go fire them when the time reach, they're never ready for them. What we are telling you is you don't have to say anything. Yeah, even though they are insulting, you just keep quiet and move on. They know I know they are DSS. What they are telling me is we will use DSS on you. And let me tell you, when you are coming for my arrest, don't come as Igbo man, don't come. Because you will not like the reception. The only people that can arrest me today, and I will give them audience, is when you are Yoruba man or when you are Hausa man. Because most of you have compromised yourself. If you are Igbo man, I won't give you audience. Because what most of these people were telling me is, "Akwe mananye bondi DSS, ime pem, and piaking gyanya." But what you should understand is that in that your DSS office, there is my brother that is answering the same name with you, that is even everything the same with you. You don't know he's Sabo man. He's still in that DSS. Except to tell you he's Sabo man, you will not know. More than 30% of my cousins, uncles, they are all married to Southeast women. And you see, almost all of them live in the Southeast. And when I go to their house, the ones in Anambra, the ones in Enugu, Ebonyi, and so on, they look like they are from there. There is one of the IPOB coordinator in Imo State. He's married to my sister. The day I came there, Imo people thought he's Sabo man. That is how it is. He just married to my sister. I become Abo man. The same way, go and look at my sister. You think she's from Amandoba or Unkwere. Why am I saying this? That thing you are planning, it won't work for you. You will only scatter more. But I want to make sure that you people, criminals, will not hide from it. That is how Nnamdi Kanu function. So you see Chinedu Umeji, he still posts the Nnamdi Kanu releasing, he's a formidable. Chinedu Meji, benedictions do us in Sakula. May the peace of the Lord be with you. Because you are deceiving yourself. And then what did Nnamdi Kanu do? He need to get rid of many persons. People with contrary view. People who will tell you the truth. Amazimefo, as the man he is, was on Radio Biafra, telling you, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Did you know Nnamdi Kanu is the corruption? When he finished, he said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And George ONYIBE the Mugu, I thought Anyana Atoashio. I thought we were under oath. I thought it's Honorable Nwanne Baloso. I thought it is whiter and white. And then I will come back and I tell you, Nnamdi Kanu is the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the people. And Uchemefo, his deputy, is the man who have assured us he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. I don't know, saying that trouble they look for. Some people don't have sense. And so what happened? He started building army. But the mistake Nnamdi Kanu made is that it's Chinasa that controls his army. You see, he's playing a clean game. They don't want to be indicted. I need you to look at all the couples of unknown gunmen, ESM, whatever name they call themselves, that have been arrested in recent time. You see, none of them will mention Nnamdi Kanu. It's not because they are free to mention Nnamdi Kanu. It is because Nnamdi Kanu don't message them directly. Nnamdi Kanu send people. They always tell you China Sanguru or Simeon Ekpa, or they call the name of their commander. Nnamdi Kanu don't go directly. I am among the few people that he will call and say, do like this. And that is because most of the things he asks me to do, they can't tell me to do bad things. He can't. And that is because there are some sensitive messages he sent me. I will not go. I will demand to hear from him. The only reason I have not naked him is because of trust issue. The area he exposed himself, I will help expose him further. But not until, if he want to die naturally, his name destroyed completely. Let Nnamdi Kanu come and make Pem and call George ONYIBE. The same thing applies to a member of his legal team. Their life cannot remain the same again. So as he's using people to attack his father, I will be sending the attack on him. The whole food, I will offload it from the fire for them. The day Nnamdi Kanu open his mouth and lie. And so before heaven and earth, I will be justifying what I will do next. So they don't call on Nnamdi Kanu. You can see the line there. All these people are trying to defend themselves. But the truth is that all the activities so far has led to the issue of insecurity. And then Nnamdi Kanu have to destroy some media personnel who know too much. They start setting them up. You can see Chika Austin trying to pretend, he's a media warrior, he's a gentleman. Oh boy, on our time they come. Where is Biafran television? Huh? The guy that handled Biafra television. Where is the guy? I don't know why his name moved out from my mind. The first coordinator of Biafra land before Chidebe Longudiwe. This guy that managed Biafra television. Where is he? I just forgot his name now. It just flashed out of my mind. Where is Moses Abu? Kemi's boy, who is pretending to be what he is not. Where are they? Where is Sontomo Kenkwo? I think all of them know the signal now. They are running. Where is Amaka Ekwo? Where are all those small girls broadcasting them? Where are all of them? I was talking about Chibueze Iwuala. Where is Chibueze Iwuala? So you are doing media warrior as idiot you are. You don't have sense. Where are all the media warrior before your time? The only person remaining among them is Emeka Gift. And that is because an American woman sent thousands of dollars, maybe to Nnamdi Kanu, through Emeka Gift. And the report came to my office by one guy they called Judo Mado and another Aka Merumezi. And now call Emeka Gift. Where is these thousands of dollars sent to you? I can't remember the amount exactly again. But it should be more than $10,000. I never knew he has given it to Nnamdi Kanu. And when he's supposed to say he has given it to Nnamdi Kanu, maybe Nnamdi Kanu say, don't tell anybody. He start fighting me. And when Nnamdi Kanu heard about it, he didn't say anything. So I knew Nnamdi Kanu would have collected it. Is it because I'm a prophet? No. Because there is a group known as Hardcore. There were times they give 1 million naira to Nnamdi Kanu. They gave it to Somto Okonkwo. Somto Okonkwo said they can't take the money because he's not a coordinator. That they should give it to me. I told Somto Okonkwo, you ask Nnamdi Kanu first if the money should be given to me before you tell them to give to me. And then Nnamdi Kanu called me, confirmed to me, collect the money from them and give it to Somto Okonkwo. So I asked Somto Okonkwo, give me your account number, and I gave to those people, and they sent the money to Somto Okonkwo. IPOB actually sent the bank account that George ONYIBE ate 1 million naira. The idiot they call Pastor Jack was the one shouting how I ate 1 million naira of hardcore. Hardcore people, how una dey hear? Shame kill all of una. Nona dey set on herself up. Nona dey blackmail on herself. Nona dey cry. Like say then they do now. To fear what no more. So Nnamdi Kanu was there to kill some media personnel, and after killing them, to kill some volunteer, and then nobody can challenge him. And so by the time he hired Simeon Ekpa to change pressure group to political machinery, to return to politics, a lot of things has gone beyond his control. So he built the main Eastern Security Network and said they were going to defend Igbo land. Now, Igbo man, tell me the truth. Since the inception, creation of Eastern Security Network, have they apprehended one Fulani headsman whose case is before the competent court jurisdiction, who is being prosecuted? Have you seen it? At least they kill 1 or 2 Hausa, this we know. So is Eastern Security meant to deliver jungle justice? Is that how Motekon is functioning? Or you are now comparing yourself to Boko Haram? When Gumi made a statement of politicians, of their people voting for politicians that will not fight Fulani headsmen, IPOB and some gullible ones start saying, I think you see, look at what they are saying now, they are supporting Fulani headsmen, they are supporting terrorists. Are you a terrorist? Why compare yourself with terrorists? Are you a terrorist? You can imagine Angel Gabriel comparing himself with Satan. Are they in the same food? Light compare with light. A light don't even compare because there are different glory of each light. The glory of the sun as a light is different from the glory of the moon. The glory of the moon as a light is different from the glory of the star. So why compare yourself? If Gumi let him say the next president of Nigeria should be Boko Haram leader. You can't compare yourself with them. You are not in the same class with them. So finally, Nnamdi Kanu built Eastern Security. What Igbo Congress, to their heels, supported it. When they say we support it in the morning, they will deny it in the evening. They support it in the evening, they deny it in the afternoon. It has been that way to this very moment. And maybe you have a clip of how it all started. And then we look at the reason behind the unrest group, as they belong to different fractions. Why are they unrest in Anambra? The reason is because they are fighting to be the rival. They are fighting their rivalry group. They want to be in charge. They want to control the territory. Imagine if Nnamdi Kanu can keep everybody under the southeast, and then he come out and join politics. You know, he's crying, Anamanyo, I want to do heart transplant. I want to, very soon he will do Broca's transplant. Useless man. He wants Nigeria and maybe some reputable people or ignorant Igbos to say, government, leave him. You see, his head is deteriorating. Let him go and heal himself. And then he will come back and join political party. And then Mugu will turn him to saints. People who think they are deceiving anybody, wise man will die for foolish man back here. They will turn him to saint. He's getting closer there. And then you begin to hear the issue of Emma powerful, Emma powerful. So his brother, Emma fine boy, can be in politics. The whole family will be absorbed into Nigerian politics. And you know what that will mean? I don't want to go looking at other platforms exist before them. That is all he's doing. But we are watching. That's why we say it's not too clear, it's not too obvious who this guy is working with. But we will know before our time is up. So you are a politician, you're thinking somewhere along the line and the Kanu will make miracle. You will soil your name in the mud because we will call all of you out. It doesn't matter who is involved. It doesn't matter. If Nnamdi Kanu can spend 10 years calling Buhari pedophile, telling Buhari his wife is Ashawu and the rest of it is Sudani and Saudi Arabia Jubri, and then he's still in the same Nigerian court under Buhari telling you that he's having Broca's transplant. And nobody called for his head. Is it my head you are going to call for? So you are supporting Nnamdi Kanu to what end? To kill your people? To live in denial? To what end? So we get Biafra? How many of you still want Biafra now? I hear a lot of people say, nah, if I say Biafra be me, I no want them. You think God is a fool? Not to talk of God? Now I understand always anyway. When God delay in answering our prayer. And that is maybe because we are not mature enough to handle that blessing. No, just look at what Nnamdi Kanu and his criminals are doing in the name of Biafra. And then imagine if they had the power to do anything. You will understand why they kill Ifajuna and they tell you it's a saboteur. You will understand why some people tell you that Asiko Kpabe is a saboteur. And access to the video of Asiko Kpabe granting issuing press communique to BBC. Then he was lamenting, he was telling BBC that everything that has happened to them as Igbo was self-inflicted. And then, psychologically, I read the man. You see, there are certain signs people show when they are talking. That sign will make you understand whether they are lying or they are saying the truth. When I'm standing with you, you are lying, I will know. Your body gesture, a lot of areas of your life will show that you are lying. When I read psychologically on Asiko Kpabe, I knew the guy was not lying inside prison, house arrest, not to live you said you were going to do. How do we justify the action of Dimchukwu Megojuku, my own man, regarding the killing of Ifajuna? That Ifajuna asked you to stop this war so the life of the people will be saved, and then after killing him, less than 6 months you killed him, the war still ended, you still did what he asked you to do. Who the heck is deceiving who here? So the problem, or what is causing problem now, is somebody need to be in charge. And you see, Nnamdi Kanu want to be in charge For now, he has the largest number of zombies, utinkbus. Let him enjoy it while it lasts. And then we look at another area, the consequences of this criminality. Some of you are still foolishly, blindly, hopelessly supporting Eastern Security Network, unknown gunmen. To you, they are fighting for your freedom. They couldn't stop the killing in Amufu. They are responsible for majority of Igbo being killed. You can see ONYIBE confessing. You can see the ones that could gulag. If you ask me to swear that IPOB knew anything that happened to gulag, I would say it's a lie. But when I listen to the confession of all these criminals, I know the ones that are being stage managed. I know the ones that are truly criminals. But what does IPOB media, social media warrior do? They jump on Facebook, they start antagonizing, they start defending. But this will not make the truth to be buried, nor the lie go away. So the consequences of the movement of unknown gunmen or ESN is that it is attracting more military presence in the southeast. Let me tell you how it works. There is a community that hosts an airport in Nigeria. And the airport fan, Nigeria Airport Authority, came up one day and seized so many land from the community, claiming that it belongs to the airport authority. And I was in that community, and I heard most of the youth mobilizing themselves for protest. They say they will shut the airport down. They will do this one, they will do that one. I called their leader and say, come. The Constitution of Nigeria says all the land in Nigeria belongs to the federal government. The only person that can stop FAN, a federal parasitator, from taking over this land at this moment is your governor. To get to your governor, you need to go by your councillor and chairman and other representative. If you people protest, carry out violent activity against these people, by the virtue of Nigerian Constitution, what they will do first of all is to send some battalion of soldiers into your community. They are coming for surveillance. In that surveillance, they will rape your women, useless all your women, turn most of them to their spies. Even some of your wife, they will be friending your wife. They will kill your animals and eat your animal. They will know the hideout of every bad people. They will weigh your capacity, and they will find out people from that community that have influence on the national level. That will determine the next line of action. And if they see that this community is formidable, they are going to build barrack there. And once they build barrack, that is the end of you. You will have Fulani headsmen. Nothing will happen. I said, you people, talk to your representative. Now, that comes in the issue where we say political participation. Not political banditry in the name of participation. Not political yahoo in the name of participation. Sincere political participation. That is when I begin to understand what the Ninas are talking about, the pulling down of 1999 Constitution. Now, bringing it back to the issue of insecurity. The presence of the unknown gunmen has increased the military presence in the southeast. Now, increasing military presence in the southeast should not have been a bad thing in the real sense. But how many of these checking points are actually Nigerian army? How many of these checking points are actually there to defend the people? Many of these checking points, Nigerian barracks are not aware of them. Nigerian police are not aware of them. Some of these checking points are even unknown gunmen. You won't know. So each time you say there are checking points everywhere, some of them are Fulani headsmen. Some of them are Boko Haram. All they need to do is wear army clothes, carry army motto, stay in the state, behave like army. then you as a civilian will stop and say, come, I want to find out if you are a genuine army. Can you introduce yourself? You are telling army man that. If they give you slap, I'm sure even the jawbone that hold your teeth will not be there. They can't see it again. So today now in the southeast, the number of checking points have increased. Forget about Simeon Ekpa telling you from today, in the Kano then telling you from today, we see checking point in the southeast, we are going to be killing you. My brother, from Owerri Control to Ihiala, from Owerri Control to Ihiala, I think we have more than 4 checking points where you will light them down from your vehicle, you will come down from your vehicle and use your leg to walk past checking points. About 4 places. In less than 3 or 2 kilometers, you see checking point. Everybody, drivers, everybody go down or go down or you now trek. And when you pass, you enter. After 2-3 kilometers, yes, the men are come down or now they cause Buhari. But these are the consequences of the activities of the unknown gunmen. Eastern Security Network, Nnamdi Kanu political bandit and tout in the name of Biafra agitation. So all these checking points, not all of them are Nigerian army, not all of them are Nigerian police, some of them are Boko Haram, some of them are unknown gunmen, some of them are Nnamdi Kanu tout, different recruits, Simeon Ekpa boys. Not until they are caught, you don't know who they are. So if your community are too formidable, I don't even know why Nigeria is delaying to build barrack. They start building barrack for you. And you know what the army will do? They'll come and spoil more than 70% of your women. It's a strategy of war. To destroy a people, first destroy their women. That is why I try to go back to the roots, so you know how to protect your women. But idiots don't know what is going on. The easiest way to destroy people is destroy their women. Because women are the true custodian. Okpuho nwolo, okpuho ya nwolo, nwanyi nwolo, adi ama. So their first target is to destroy your women. And once that is done, you are vulnerable. That is why you see the Arab nation. They've been able to stand the test of time, maintaining a position that cannot be negotiated. You don't hear any world power feel subdue Arab nation. Who you be? Check from the time of the Macedonians, the Persians, the Grecians, the Spartans. Check these eras of the Romans. Women that keeps them alive today. Any tribe, society, breed that has a loosed women, you are gone. Go and check all these Asian nations. Even German self. Go and touch German woman anyhow. It's only Africa, Namibia, Zambia, Dumubia, Nigeria. Only Africa, Ghana, you see our women behaving like only God know. And you expect to have a strong nation. So for your information, the more you do unknown government, the more they build barrack, the more they destroy the society. That's are some of the consequences. And we look at the danger. The activities of the unknown gunmen is endangering everybody's life. In this month alone, how many people have been killed? How many will be killed before the end of this, before the end of tomorrow? How many? Who is safe? We have enough reason why those in diaspora can't come home. They can't even invest at home. We are increasing it. We are not seeing the danger. Our youth are dying in their thousands. You are not seeing the danger. Certain group of unknown gunmen who said China Sanwo-Olu sent them. They busted one Igbo girl in Nigerian army. I know before they naked her and placed her on video, they must have raped her turn by turn. Now, because we have a bank where we are storing the videos of the activity of unknown gunmen, they are not showing us how they kill them again. They now told the girl, oh yeah, say bye-bye to your people because I get boogie. And this is Igbo woman. We have told you not to join army. You join army. Why don't you kill Nnamdi Kanu sister so that we can begin to say you people are formidable? You have not killed Nnamdi Kanu sister. That tell you to kill Nigeria army. And you are killing other people. And as Igbo man, you bring out your hand and kill your own sister. I don't know how some people reason. In my place, they say, you don't kill the person that you will mourn. We forbid it. And so they arrange the woman, naked her. Is that not Simeon Ekpa style? Now, what is the difference between Simeon Ekpa showing us the nude picture of Nelly Ofuegbu from the freedom fighter? And so when you see Simeon Ekpa, China Sanwo-Olu, Nnamdi Kanu displaying the video of our women on social media, what do you expect their follower? So as they kill the Igbo girl, we say all these people are formidable. It's tragedy. That reverend said, fighting for Biafra agitation requires strategy. But fighting in Biafra land is tragedy. Who is going to die next? Those of you who are like, oh, unknown government, God bless them. May unknown government go and bless your family for God's sake. You think you need the blessing? Why don't you say you say? We look at the solution to this problem. Most of you don't know. We would have kept quiet and move on. Many people have done that. If you keep quiet, they will grow more roots. They will get balance. Most of you don't know what our broadcast is doing to them. To know what this broadcast is doing to them, look at the issue of Nnamdi Kanu heart transplant and the changing of narrative of Emma Powerful. You see, he died naturally because they know we know the next card they want to play. All of a sudden, it's not trending. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu is sick. We want to do him Gastilian transplanting of heart. We want to mechanize his heart. Hey, we federal government, United Nations. Nnamdi Kanu want a heart transplant. Why is it not trending? And then all of a sudden, Emma Powerful is not Emma Powerful. There are 3 different persons called Emma Powerful. But whatever they are saying to defend Emma Powerful, it's either to project Nnamdi Kanu brother, to protect Nnamdi Kanu brother, or to destroy Nnamdi Kanu brother. But in other case, Nnamdi Kanu brother is involved in the activities of Emma Powerful. He is the original Emma Powerful. Others are protege. So the solution is keep saying what they want to do before they do it. All these media idiots, bingos on social media, they would have killed all of you. But they know we have exposed them already, so they don't kill you again. When China Sanwo-Olu told you, it looked like he want to pause and have a rethink in this Biafra restoration project. I knew he was not going to rethink. They have mapped out the people they want to kill. He want to pretend as if he's not on board when those things happen. And when he see we know, he's still there. He didn't go to rethink again. So you keep exposing them. You keep saying it. They'll be running helter-skelter. They know you know what they know already. It is happening. But you won't understand. In one of my last broadcasts, I told you the next person they want to destroy is Merere Terere. Because what they are trying to do now is to hit the head of South-South and South-East together. So they leave some of you gullible ones thinking that we are betrayed by South-South. They betray us. Nobody betray you. That is the card. That is how they function. That is the game they want to play. Have you heard them talking about ONYIBE and Isefo? You will see they will not sack Terere Merere. Because they will say, leave the guy. If we do now, they will say, waiting George ONYIBE talk not true. So we have saved Tenere Menene. If you don't know who is Tenere Menene, the new African rep that replaced me. But now they would have cooked him. So when we don't want them to do anything, we talk about that and they will run. If I know now that Nnamdi Kanu is coming to attack any community through any of his group, I will come here and tell you. They will run so that it look like I'm telling lies. So let it look like I'm telling lies and then let me be saving life. That is one of the solutions. The second solution is you cannot allow these people to be roaming around unchallenged. Somebody must challenge them. Somebody must confront them. Somebody must draw a battle line. And without that, they are gaining ground gradually. The first people they are going to hold hostage is your politicians. As they are doing already, they will give them plenty money. Look at politicians. They can't stand up to fight this thing because they are funding these criminals already. But the people have a choice to make. Sing their praise, they are protecting you. You look like a Greek fowl that they are training. The day they feel like eating, they pick you up and kill you. But resist this evil, and peace will return in the southeast. You think Nnamdi Kanu didn't test his power in the south-south? He did come to Delta State. The reception, the network was very bad. The number he was calling is not available. Ask him. Let him finish his atrocity now. Nnamdi Kanu cannot be safe in Asaba any longer. That Asaba na the right go. Very soon it will not be safe for you any longer. You must stay in your village. They came to River State and try it. Come out River State now and say you are Biafra. The thunder that will strike you, you are not ready for it. Is it because they hate the idea? Is it because they are not victim of those atrocities? Because of people like Nnamdi Kanu and his supporters. Yeah, but people have to question what they get involved in. They went to ONYIBE. Those ones can be heartless when it comes to fighting any opposition. They will bear test. Even their brother Mendia, they almost cut off his hand. I think he will send unknown government to go there again. But they are in your community. One defend and they are munani, what you freedom. Freedom of what is freedom? I don't blame those in the bush. They don't know what is going on. So the solution is there is need to confront them. And it can only be possible through mobilizing our people. How many of you are ready for it? And so meanwhile, we continue to expose the atrocity until everybody know how they function. In conclusion, this is New Year. We are about to enter. Stop praising the activities of criminals. Because it can only make our life worse. It's just a distraction. The other group was arrested. Their own is to boggle INEC office by the DOS, Chikedozie and them, destroy all the PVC. These are political bandits. The other one was arrested. They kidnapped small men. Maybe they are looking for bullets. But they are supposed to be defending you. The way I have more than 70 videos of unknown gunmen and ESN killing Igbo people. I don't have single one of them in Hausa. Except the one that happened in Abia and in Enugu. Abia some time ago. That Okezie Ekpazo paid about 2.5 million naira for each corpse. I'm yet to find out how much they pay for the Enugu one. But your brothers and sisters being killed, how much are your governors paying for them? Okay, Willie Obiano was paying 500 naira or 5,000 for one dead body. So when they kill Igbo man, he give them 5,000 naira. when your kidney is sold for almost 1.7 million. But they will buy your dead body 5,000 naira. Although maybe unknown government would have removed your kidney, your lungs, your heart before government buy the skeleton. Let us be able to put a boundary mark between Biafra agitation and political banditry. The issue of Biafra used to be noble. The issue of Biafra is worthy to gain sympathy, attention of world leading powers, reputable organizations, if it were sincerely and meticulously engaged. Now, tout and criminals like Nnamdi Kanu have hijacked it. If your care is not taken, the sacrifice of those who has gone before us is gone. And of course, from next year, we begin to look at a different avenue to restore sanity in our land. Understand what we are doing here. It's not our choice. We are compelled to. We are supposed to ignore them and let them continue their criminality. But in the absence of light, darkness will prevail. So there are things that bombast at night, and there are people that respond to them. We have chosen to live in the dark. The essence is to serve the light. I remain George ONYIBE, and I sign off from here. Pay attention to this broadcast. If you have relatives working within Nnamdi Kanu or any career freedom fighter, encourage them to live. You can save their life today. You can save their life. In the coming days, we will help you find your way back home. And those of you following Nnamdi Kanu, tell him and his family they will never get involved in Nigerian politics. We will make sure for that. All the politicians that have joined Nnamdi Kanu to destroy our land and mess our people up, we are coming for you. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are watching all of you. In less than 60 days from now, 2 activities will lead us into another stage of evolution. And so that the people you know today may be people you don't know before. Let's not be careless with our life. I'll sign off from here, and I want you to pay attention to the issue of insecurity. If you are interested in having solution to bringing security, sanity to your community, you know how to get across to us. We don't need to come there. We will tell you the people who are promoting that evil. We have all their record in the southeast and south-south. The ones in the south-south, I've sent message across to them. If you make PEM, we will drag your parents' house to the middle of the road. And they know it's not a threat. We will drag their family house and put it at the highway. Put it for center of Main Road. And those people causing this atrocity in your community, you expose them. You kill the evil. You save the people. I sign off from here. We'll continue to tell you the truth. I'll be back in a few hours from now. Goodbye. And remain focused.